Well, hello everybody, welcome back to Key West for a little Sunday sunset stream. So we don't stream a lot on Sunday, but I thought it was time for a little sunset after we were at the bar yesterday. So you see where we are. We're at the Southernmost Point here, and we're not alone. So if you've been with us during all those last months and weeks, last time we were here, it was pretty much just us. So you and me. And well, not today, because people are back waiting to take the pictures with our buoy here. So guys, it is almost sunset time. We do have some clouds, so hopefully we're gonna have some really nice colors tonight. We're gonna be headed over to Mallory Square, of course, in a second by bike. I'm gonna put you guys in the cup holder and off we go down Duval Street. So here we are on the Atlantic side, and we're gonna ride over to the Gulf side. So I hope everybody's doing good. I see we have Susan and John and Guess It Up and Jim and Richard. Hey, Callie Racer. Shane, Angel, Annie and Big Bear. KUS 444 is here too. Welcome back everybody for a little sunset ride. So I can hear that we're still clicking. I really don't know what to do about it. So there are some sound issues, and we're streaming only to YouTube tonight, so it's not linked to multicasting or whatever. It really seems to be a YouTube thing. So guys, I apologize for that. Let me put my control phone right here next to me, so I have this little setup here. So I have you guys in the cup holder while I'm actually kind of holding the gimbal while I ride. Now that Duval is really smooth, we shouldn't really need the cup holder. I just use it when there is a lot of traffic. And here I have the chat, so I can say hi to you guys. I'm not sure how much I can actually read of and fully follow what is going on. So if I don't see you and don't see your comments or your question or whatever, just give it another try and maybe a third one. I'll trying to multitask as much as I can. Alrighty, okay, so just locking up everything here, unlocking, and here we go. Ready to head down Duval. Say goodbye to the southernmost buoy here. So we started another stream here the night before the island opened again to tourists. So it was just us here at the Southernmost Point. Things changed, so now we have people standing in line. At least it's not too hot. I think we have felt like 93 right now at 7:20 at night. I really have to think where I'm gonna put an additional cup holder here so I can have a drink too. I see you guys are having a drink. So guys, enjoy it. Sip on your drink while we ride down Duval Street. You guys want to have another look at the Atlantic on this side? Okay, let's go. Just a quick ride here through the pocket park. I smell the delicious smell of seaweed. Beach cafe is open again. Southernmost Beach Cafe here. Oh, looks like they are taking care of the seaweed problem. So that gives you an idea what it currently smells like here. I am not sure if it is high tide or not. I didn't have time to check before we started the stream. But guys, let's head over to the other side of the island. So we are just riding across from one ocean to the other tonight. Of course, it's Key West. It's pretty easy. So we are biking, triking from the Atlantic to the Gulf of Mexico and to Mallory Square. Official sunset time is 8:17 tonight. And here we are at the very far end of Duval Street. So let's see how busy it has gotten. Again, last time we did the bike ride was before we reopened. So the first couple of days were pretty quiet. I think Key West opened on a Monday. If I'm not mistaken, our last locals only sunset stream was on the 31st, which was a Sunday, I think. And so since then, so June 1st on a Monday, Key West opened. The hotels opened up again. Restaurants opened, well, had already been open for locals at 50% capacity. And then we opened the bar on June 5th, which was that Friday afterwards. So the week from Monday to Friday was still okay. And then things got a little crazy and out of hand starting that Friday, Saturday for the weekend. Went back to a little bit of quietness during the week. And then this weekend was back to being pretty busy. Rum bar is open again, guys. So this part is the part of Duval that has not been redone. They repaved Duval all the way to Truman Ave, which is the red light over there. But that's okay. There weren't too many potholes in this part. Still doing pretty good, and it's pretty smooth after this. Which, by the way, is one of the reasons why I ride a trike, because doing the streams on a regular bike with the potholes that used to be on Duval Street wasn't an easy task, because I am holding the camera in one hand on a gimbal. I can put you guys down in the cup holder if needed, but it does help when I don't have to avoid potholes, and it is obviously easier with three wheels. So here we are, corner of Truman Avenue and Duval Street. So right here you can tell that's where they started repaving Duval Street all the way to 0 Duval Street. So they still haven't repainted our rainbow crosswalk here. So we'll see when this is going to happen. Our famous rainbow crosswalk is still missing. Thank you, Tom and Kathy. Thank you for supporting the channel. I get those little notifications when you guys tip us. They don't always show up on the screen here. So thanks, Tom and Kathy. So we're getting to the busier part. There is more traffic. So I can't really read all your comments. It doesn't feel as safe as it used to when there was literally no one in the streets. Old Town Mexican Cafe to our right. And Willie Cheese coming up to our right. Right next to the old Strand Theater and now a Walgreens. Now, of course, the disadvantage on a trike is not being able to get as much over to the sidewalk. When you have some of these giant trucks behind you. Some beautiful colors coming up here to your right too. Got the Royal Poinciana trees. And of course, if this is your first time joining us, we are a local Key West live streaming channel. Well, most of what we do is live streamed with all the pros and cons that come with it. And tonight we are headed over to the Sunset Celebration on Mallory Square, which is back finally after 11 weeks, I think. One of the first things that had to be stopped because it was drawing a large amount of people in one spot. And less than a week ago, well, actually Mallory Square itself opened up about 3 weeks back, and The artists on Mallory Square have been back for several days now, so this is our second time going over there and seeing who's performing, who's playing music. So I'm glad you could join us. So guys, I think we should park somewhere. Well, first we go all the way to the Gulf. I said we were going from one ocean to the other, so that's what we're doing. And then we're gonna leave the bike there and walk over to Mallory Square. So one of the only places that is still closed is Sloppy Joe's. And there are some other places like Blue Heaven that are opening in about 2 weeks, July 1st. I see Amigos over here has put out some tables on the sidewalk to make sure that people can sit 6 feet apart, because they mainly have bar space, so people are a little bit crowded. I think the city of Key West is making some exceptions right now in order to help the local restaurants. So over here we have Hog's Breath back open. And you know what? No, we're not going to park at Hog's Breath. I said we were going to the Gulf of Mexico. We are going to the Gulf of Mexico. Traffic is just crazy. I always wonder though why people would drive down Duval Street. I mean, why not? How can you see? I don't know. Must be something about it. There are definitely a lot of people out by car tonight. I mean, it's not like there are any parking spots here. Right, guys, here we go. Corner Front Street and Duval Street. And we are almost at 0 Duval Street. Here we are, guys. We made it from one ocean to the other. Here we go. So we have another 20 minutes until sunset. So let's park the bike somewhere and walk over to Mallory. We can try to get a little bit closer to Mallory. So I'm not taking you to Sunset Pier tonight because the connection, little walkway between Sunset Pier and Mallory Square isn't open yet because it creates a bottleneck. So once you're at the Sunset Pier, you kind of have to take the long way around. And I figured it would be nicer to park closer to Mallory Square so we can go and see the guys perform. So guys, it is Sunday night. It is busier than during our last sunset stream, which was, I think, Tuesday. I'm a little bit confused with our schedule because during the pandemic and the shutdown, we kind of started to get used to a schedule where we were streaming live music from the porch. And in between those, we would do little sunset walks and bike rides. And now the schedule has somewhat changed, with Gabe being back at the bar. So yesterday was his first time back at the bar. We kind of wanted to wait a little bit to see how all this pans out with the bars reopening, and you know, if people would actually, you know, follow the safety guidelines and everything. So guys, hang on a second. I'm gonna put the bike here. I'm just gonna lock it down, because the times where we could go and bike all the way onto Mallory Square unfortunately are over. So we're gonna walk. So I'm just gonna lock the bike up. Hang on a second. Okay, and all locked up, ready to go. And here we go. So now I finally might be able to read some comments. So guys, we're at the main entrance to Mallory Square. Let's see how this is going. So we had, I think, 2 musicians at our last stream, and 1 acrobat, and then a couple of vendors with like art stuff, and it does look busier today. So we'll see who's here today. Hello, Joe. So I finally get to read my messages, and well, please say hi to your friend who says cat says, and I'll take the pastrami one, please. With pickles and extra mustard, please. So let's see who's here tonight. Well, first of all, first things first, you know, I swear by our locally made aromatizer. Okay, one hand after the other. So the aromatizer is a hand sanitizer made by our local rum distillery, the Key West Legal Rum Distillery here. So they started to make hand sanitizer to make sure we're not running out of it. Of course, the island was short of a lot of the necessities, so we had our local hand sanitizer, and it smells delicious because it does smell of rum. They use the leftover rum, the 142 proof or something. So the one that they don't use for their actual rum, so they use it to make their hand sanitizer. And they handed it out to the local restaurants, and you could just go and pick up some of the small bottles. They were giving those out for free, and then you could go and buy the big spray bottles. So honestly, that was really cool of them. So let's see. So let's see who is back. So we had the coconut guy. He's there. I can see him over there.
gift shop on the left there. Stand for that.
Thank you, Jeff, for supporting our channel. Thank you so much. The alerts don't seem to be set off tonight. It's always easier when I'm in front of the computer when we do the push session, so I can manually add some of those. Our friends from Holy Guacamole are back. Welcome back. I missed those. Hey. Ooh, thank you, Angel. Ooh. Ooh, decisions, Angel. What is it gonna be? Coconut or guacamole? I think it's gonna have to be coconut because Gabe's at home cooking. I mean, I obviously could take some of the guacamole home, but I think I might have to go for... I need to go for a coconut. The Confidence guy here isn't back yet. The connection over to Margaritaville Resort is back open. We have some people still fishing here. You didn't see that much before the pandemic. Then during the pandemic, lots of the locals came here at night and would fish. It's really laid back and a very different feel to Mallory Square. And apparently the fish do come closer to the island now because there is less boat traffic. Of course, no cruise ships. So the sun is right behind that giant cloud there, behind Sunset Key. So I'm not sure we're going to see the actual sun setting, but we might get some nice colors. I hope the camera picks it up, but right now you have some really nice light coming up behind that cloud. Looks pretty cool. So let's walk over to the site where we have a little bit of music. Normally we always hang out on the other corner of Mallory Square where Mustafa is playing, so we have a little bit of music with our sunset, so I think we should be doing that. And on the way over, I am going to grab a little coconut. Thanks to Angel. Richard is saying that he has heard talk about a casino coming to Key West. We haven't heard anything about that. Coconut Telegraph hasn't said anything about it. I'm not sure where that would be. I guess anything is possible, but you never know. Ooh, look at that. Hey there. I'll take one. Woohoo. Thank you. Where do you want me to? I put it in the coconut. Thank you so much. Woohoo. Here we go. Look at that. Thank you, Angel. Thank you, Angela, for sponsoring a little coconut sunset. So things are getting busier here. So let me see. Oh, we still can see pretty well. So guys, cheers to everybody. I'm cheering with a coconut, freshly opened.
Oh, I am the sun, will to me by my Father's hand. All my days I will sing and praise of the crystal water, your shining sun. Oh, I learned in the sun, will to me by my Father's hand. All my days I will sing and praise of the crystal water, your shining sun. Oh, I learned in the sun, will to me by my Father's hand. All my days I will sing and praise of your crystal water, your shining sun. Thank you so much for coming by, sharing your eyes with us for the sunset and your ears with us for the music. And of course, those tourist tips are greatly appreciated. Thank you, man. Appreciate that, man. You the man, man. It's going to be a little hours and days after sunset side. So you might keep your eyes out on the horizon as you're walking up and down the pier.
I like this little spot here.
You'll be able to get some nice pictures of nice after sunset time. This next one is going on very quick. These are my second CD. Got to remember the kind of September when life was slow and oh so mellow. Got to remember the kind of September when grass was green and grain was yellow.
Delicious. Yeah, it is.
Got to remember
He opens them fresh, so they were good. Yeah.
It's good, huh?
Uh-huh.
and cover fellow. Got to remember and if you remember, then follow. Got to remember when love was so tender that no one wept except the willow. Got to remember when love was so tender that dreams were kept beside your pillow. Got to remember when love was so tender and you were an ember about to billow. Got to remember when, if you remember then, follow.
So guys, official sunset time is another 4 minutes away, but you see those crazy clouds sticking out behind Sunset Key.
In December, it's nice to remember, although you know the snow.
Sorry guys, if you have a scratchy noise, that is that piece of the coconut here, scratching against the mic.
Without a hurt, the heart is hollow. But deep in December, it's nice to remember the joy of September that made you not like. Deep in December, and follow.
Let me just jump on that wall so I can show you what the rest of Mallory Square looks like.
Follow. There's a thing called Try to Remember. That's on the off-Broadway play called The Fantastics.
So this end on Mallory Square is a little bit quieter. It is pretty busy on the other side. Actually, there was one moment over there where I did feel that it would be safer to wear a mask. But I mean, here it's totally fine. There's a lot of space. People are a little bit crowded over there, right at the main entrance.
The first time ever I saw your face, I thought the sun rose in your eyes, and the moon and stars were the gifts you gave to the dark and the empty. Sky's my high love to the dark and the empty sky.
that cloud coming up here.
The first time ever I kissed your lips.
It's funny because it's literally just that one cloud right here. It kind of looks like it's coming up from behind Sunset Key. So maybe we'll get some nice colors afterwards. So not all of the vendors and artists are back, as you can see. So people aren't hanging out for too long here. I still think we're going to have some nice colors. I do not think that we're going to have rain from that one little cloud, but who knows? It's Key West, things change really quick.
Look, don't think like that. Look, the other one just got too much. No, the other one just got important stuff. That one wallet, one card. Look, me too. The other one just travel wallet.
Angel wants to know how the guacamole looks. So Holy Guacamole, this is the first time I see them back here on Mallory Square. I bet it is delicious as always. So none of the performers is currently performing. We saw this guy last time, and he is setting up. Well, no, he's actually picking up the cone, so I think he's done for tonight.
You can't do that. He's the guy with the great money.
So Anthony wants to know if the Catman is still here, and this is what we are going to check out. So the general question is yes, Dominic the Catman is still here in Key West. He is performing over on this end, so not on Mallory Square itself, but on the Margaritaville Pier just across the bridge. So he has not been, I haven't seen him ever since Mallory Square reopened. As you know, this whole area has been closed for quite a while. So we're gonna go and check out if the Catman is here in just a minute. Yeah, let's walk away from that cloud. I don't think we're gonna be able to, but let's see. So of course the Sunset Cruises are back too. They're up and running. I think still running at 50% capacity. I don't see why that would have changed just yet.
Yeah, where are we going?
And I am missing those little signs. Last time we were here, they had put up this really cool signs. You know, just playing around with the idea of staying 6 feet apart. We had a six-legged cat, 6 feet, on a cat, and we had some more Key West themed iterations of that. So that was pretty nice. You might want to go back after this stream and check out the previous stream here on Mallory Square. So you can see it's gotten a little bit busier, but we no longer have those little signs. And you know what? I just felt a couple of drops here. So this is the bridge connecting Mallory Square with the Margaritaville Resort. And the musician who's always standing right here playing Jimmy Buffett songs is back too. First time I've seen him back. You know what? I'm actually curious to watch the rerun of this and see where this cloud came from, because I swear I didn't see it before. And then all of a sudden this guy is right above us. I might have been too busy with my coconut, maybe that's why. So Anthony, the cat man, is normally performing over here. A lot of the artists have chosen to not come back just yet and wait at least, 2 weeks after the opening of the island to see how things are going. So they might be back by next week. Stay tuned, because we're definitely doing more sunset walks. We will have another stream from the bar tomorrow. So Gabe's playing the noon shift at Captain Tony's. We thought for now the noon shift is probably the one where, things are the most under control on Duval Street at this point. It means that our streams are a little bit earlier than what you guys are used from the porch sessions. But we are revising this and we are working on a final schedule. But it looks like so far the bar streams are going to be similar to the porch session. So Saturdays, Mondays, and then Wednesdays. But they are going to be at different times. So Saturday and Monday, it is around 2:30 until 4 something. And then on Wednesday, it's going to be the mid shift. So we start the stream around 6 until 8:15. Live from the bar, live from Captain Tony's. And then we'll have an additional stream next Sunday from Hawk's Breath Saloon in the afternoon too. And we are probably looking at another porch session maybe on Thursday or maybe Friday evening. Maybe more like Friday, like thank God it's Friday. Time for a little porch session. Grab your drink and join us under the palm trees. Yes, Angel, we need to put some rum in that coconut. So guys, it is actually raining a little bit now. Not too much, it's okay. Pretty sure the camera can take it. Looks like the cloud is following us. So I'll be headed back over to the bike. We haven't been here in a long time, so this area has been closed the longest, even after Mallory Square reopened. This whole area here was still closed because Margaritaville Resort, just like all the other hotels, was closed until June 1st. So now they're back. And so we'll see. I'm pretty sure the Catman is going to be back this week. If you want to stay updated on our streaming times, I will update them on the post that you can put up on YouTube. But if you want to have some additional information about Key West, or even if you have some questions, you can connect with us on our Facebook page, Right on the Rock. So with that chat function, you can contact us via Messenger. And we do post the streaming times a couple of hours before, and some additional information about Key West, and then, you know, some nice pictures or additional information, or just little bits about life in Key West. So it's actually been 2 weeks since our last locals only stream. I just realized that we are the 14th. Those were definitely a very different aspect of Key West. Really quiet. So now even Whitehead has gotten busier again. You saw the traffic earlier. Greene Street, right here. I'm amazed to see they still haven't painted the parking spaces backing. I don't know why. Maybe they send a painting team down here, I don't know, for the parking spaces and our rainbow crosswalk, which is sorely missed. We miss the colors. So guys, we will be back tomorrow with a stream from right over here, Captain Tony's Saloon. Tomorrow 2:30 until 4:15. If you want to join us on a Monday. In case you need an excuse to spend your Monday afternoon at a bar, come and join us. So tomorrow 2:30 until 4:15 Key West time. We try to be on time. So right from here, Florida's oldest bar, the original Sloppy Joe's. So that's going to be tomorrow. And then our next stream from Captain Tony's on Wednesday is going to be a little bit later, starting at 6 p.m. So if a later time works better for you, then Wednesday is your day. So Amigos is back open. And as always, I'm gonna leave you guys with our updated view from the corner of Greene Street and Duval Street. We've pretty much seen it all over the last weeks, from being totally empty to then being under construction to then being repaved, and now back to life. So guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for supporting our channel. Thank you, Angel, for the delicious coconut. Time for me to get home. Maybe I'll beat the rain. Clouds coming this way now. So guys, enjoy your evening, enjoy your Sunday night, and I hope to see you guys at the bar tomorrow. Take care.